Hey, what's up? Lander, Mary. I don't know who Lander is. Dude, look at these three people. They all have the same name. Guest. Anis Drelov?
Will this ever end?
Izvanki Keeg. Valerie. None of my group members are standing. Hello.
Will you drink with me?
Wow, to walk up to me all creepily and stuff. I have yet to become Baron, and it already seems someone wishes to poison me. Of course, to my success.
Oh, yes. There's no wine in the world that tastes as rich as victory. But still, there's nothing wrong in cheering your successes with wine. But jokes aside, I came to apologize. I know the words I said in our conversation with Lady Aldery might have offended you, but this was not my intention. The lessons life has dealt me were not easy. I've learned to be wary of new acquaintances, which is why I've refused to join your party. I hope you will forgive me for this weakness and for my harsh words. And I hope you will hear me out, for I have something to tell you.
Apology accepted. Now, what did you want to tell me?
As it happens, I came across some very valuable information. What brave conqueror of these wild lands wouldn't be intrigued by news of an ancient shrine, possibly full of great treasures? A place such as this was discovered by my old friends from Kadira, and it just so happens to be located in the lands that today become rightfully yours.
Right.
My friends lack the courage to enter the shrine and seek the treasure, but what will stop us? We who know the taste of battle and have been singed by the same fire.
Sounds tempting, but I'll need to think about it.
Your caution is reasonable. Well, I'm going to visit the capital of your newborn barony anyway. I might rent a house. Find me there if you decide you're interested in my offer. So long, friend. I'll call you so today because soon enough, all you'll be hearing is, Your Grace, Your Grace, Your Grace.
I'm always, like, cautious about clicking something that says, like, yeah, I'm game, let's do it. Because then it's all like, and now you're gone. The game's taking you somewhere else. And I'm like, no, wait! I'm not done here. Oh, there's an Atala.
Not that I care.
Hey, Keston, that's the dude that did the thing. Cool. Alright, well, I guess we'll start over here. Handsome, well-dressed young man about 17 years old looks at you with a polite smile. You're the famous slayer of the Staglord King, soon to be Baron. Pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Lander. A pleasure meeting you. Goodbye. Are you Restovic nobility? Oh no, I'm not from here. I'm just visiting. You could say I wanted to see for myself the heroes who managed to conquer the frontier lands, and the Lord Mayor was kind enough to invite me to this wonderful party. Truth be told, that's precisely why I wanted to speak with you. See, I'm an heir to one of Brevoy's noble houses. Won't say which, but believe me, a newly appointed baron with no connections would do well to have a friend like me. Wow, that sounds shady as fuck already. I travel the country in secret without servants so that I can see it for myself. Not from a carriage window, but face to face with the people. My family would never approve, of course, but then I never asked. I need to know, Bravoy, if I'm going to rule a part of it someday. I know Jamandi wants to impose her stepson on you as an emissary of Bravoy. Refuse, take me instead. Don't look at my age. While they may have trained this half-orc to swing a sword, I've been training to rule since I was a child. I'll be of far greater use to you, both now and in the future, after I have a firm position in my family. Tell me once more what you want from me. Please tell me again what you're doing here. Oh, it's just repeating. Okay. Just Lander, no name, no last name, no title. Let's just say I'm here incognito. Wow, that guy just you would be well to know to have a friend like me, because I'll be powerful. Yeah, that just makes you sound like a dick. Good job. Their wine is alright, nice and strong, but the appetizer's barely a mouthful. People are not just celebrating. It seems your new feat has given them hope. Hope. Oh, these young... Okay, here, so... This. A man's gorgeous clothes hide rippling muscles beneath them. Looks past your ear, obviously bored. Baron Hannes Drelev. And you must be the Stag Lord Butcher. I'm sorry, I quite forgot your name. But you took out the Stag Lord and his gang. So Sword Lord Jumanji is granting you permission to take his place, right? Well, congratulations. My lands lie to the west of you. I suppose we're neighbors now. I defeated the Stag Lord. Pray tell, what did you do to deserve your dominion? I don't need to deserve or prove anything. Countless generations of my glorious ancestors have done so for me. If I had a slightly bigger army, Sword Lord Jumanji would simply have given all of the stolen land. Alas, I don't have so many soldiers in my... So she had to urgently make barons. The likes of you and Varn. So you have no army, no special merits, and you were just given lands for being pretty? Not very polite for a nobleman. Politeness must be deserved. Oh, what a dick. Alright, bye.
Follow me! Or don't.
Ooh, eclairs are good. I lost my taste for high society. Talk to Tristan. A handsome man with a weather-beaten face grasps your hand tightly in his rough, callous palms. Man, that's erotic. Unlike the rest of the guests in their festive clothes, he wears a simple robe. The only luxury you see on him is a holy symbol of Erastil solid gold. Guests look at him with respect, some bordering on awe. Congratulations on your victory. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Isvanki Keeg, High Priest of Erastil. Bringing law into the stolen lands is a difficult endeavor. I would be grateful for any help you could spare. Fail. Our most pious aspirations are often hindered, but it is not the case that overcoming such obstacles allows us to become closer to our God. I give you my blessing, and I believe you'll be able to overcome these hardships and achieve your edge. Many people in Restov venerate Erastil. There are many gods in Restov. They pray to Abadar, patron of cities, and Pharasma, gatherer of souls. There are also some more rare cults, but there's no denying that the Stag God has the largest congregation, and no wonder. People here have lived off of farming and hunting for centuries. You're dressed surprisingly simple for a festive occasion. The nobles dressed in silks and satins to stand out from the poor. A priest wears a simple robe to stand out from the... Bye. Here's my other neighbor, Barn. He's well built. The most expensive waistcoat he's wearing doesn't fit properly, as though it was borrowed. He has a few pale scars across his face, and his dark hair is drawn into an unkempt ponytail with a few streaks of gray running. A broad smile and a firm hand. Let me introduce myself. I'm Magar Vaughn, the new ruler of Dunswood, your neighbor to the east. Like you, I'm about to be a baron. Great job with the Stag Lord, by the way. Not everyone could exterminate a whole gang of bandits with such a small team. I kind of like how he's to my east and he's on the right side of the hall, and then the other dude is on the west border. He's on the left side of the hall. That's a nice touch. How'd you earn the title of Baron? Truth be told, my team and I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Jamandi Aldori needed someone reliable to take and hold the territory. I'm the captain of a mercenary team, if that wasn't clear. Varnling Host. Have you heard of us? No? Done work for Jumanji before. Jumanji. This time the task was simple. We just waltzed into the area, cleared it out of the most brazen monster, built a small fort to hold the place. That, a barony and land to own. It was a dream job. How do you feel being a noble? He looks, looking at his rich clothes, he smirks. Like a pheasant on a plate. I've killed all kinds of monsters, but this is the first time I've so strongly felt like turning away could get me eaten. See that lad, Baron Drelev? He's not like us. Yeah, that's the other dude who was a dick. Who knows what generation of Baron he is. Didn't even shake my hand. You and me, we're like dirt beneath his boots. That's why those like us, newly made nobility, need to stick together. Otherwise, he'd take my land and yours and time. Yeah, he was a dick. Goodbye. Once you've settled in, come pay us a visit. I like this guy. He's kind of cool. Well, Tartuccio, well, scum. And how did we... Maybe I've had one too many. Yeah.
How much longer, I wonder?
What do we got going on over here? Alright, this is the lady that she told me to be questioning. She's discussing something with an unfamiliar old lady in a low voice. Upon noticing me, she breaks into a sugary, sweet smile. You were not only tough, but quick. Well, congratulations on your victory. Enjoy it while you can. Is that a threat? I would never. I simply wish to warn you in case you don't fully realize that the fate that awaits you and your barony. What do you think awaits me? Nothing good, I fear. The Aldori, our deepest friends, didn't deem it necessary to inform you of their plans, I assume? You see, they're preparing to separate from Brevoy. It will not be a process. The lack of strength currently, hence using this legal loophole to create some independent allies. Once the civil war breaks out, your lands will be first to endure a strike from Brevoy's forces. Perhaps they'll erect a memorial stone in independent Rostov in your honor. Well, I wouldn't count on that, really. What would you propose? In your situation, the most reasonable course of action would be align yourself with the lawful rulers of noble houses. The Aldori won't dare rebel, knowing that they will immediately become entrapped. You could help avoid a civil war while simultaneously enjoying some well-deserved peace. I believe Jamandi has already attempted to impose guard on you as emissary. I'm guessing her low-born stepson, the green-skinned boy, Camille. It's up to you, of course, but I would recommend you a different envoy. Please meet Chandra Mevri, an experienced diplomat who's more familiar with Brevois politics than any brawler. The old woman next to you gives Natala a slight bow. The old woman standing next to Natala gives you a slight bow, sorry. I would be happy to help you establish diplomatic relations. I'll consider your proposal. Think on it, do not make hasty decisions. With the guests. Yosef, an older man with full sideburns, looks at you with interest through golden eyelashes. Well now, if it isn't the hero of the festivities, the protege of our dear Jamani. Pulled this off quite cleverly, I confess. I wasn't convinced your enterprise would succeed. I even bet a bottle of my best Patoxian wine against it. Why do you have fondness for Patoxian wine? But I'm happy to admit I was wrong. The Aldori have always been adept at finding new talent. I believe we've been introduced. So it would seem I'm Yosef Selemius, Lord Mayor of Restov. I rule this town and the adjacent land. As your northern neighbor, I hope we can look forward to a long and fruitful relationship. You rule Restov, and what of the Aldori? Brevois politics seem complex and incomprehensible to many. Here in this part of Rostland, the spirit of northern freedom still lives. We are loyal to the throne, of course. May the gods prolong the life of His Highness. But here, far from the dominions of the great houses, we have our own way of life. Especially important now, after the certain events that I probably name. So this is kind of like Game of Thrones, King of the North kind of thing. The Aldori Sword Lords used to rule the Rostland. They're still the second largest landowners and main military force in the region, but it's not for nothing that Rostov is called a free city. Proud to choose the Lord Mayor from among the citizens, considered not by their lineage but by their own merits. What kind of events were you talking about? Why, an aspiring politician needs to be well informed. I'm talking, of course, about the disappearance of the ruling house Regaravia. Man, why are some of these words so hard and others are like, hey, no problem? Can you imagine it? Old Man Coral conquered our land 2 centuries ago. It would be shameless to lie to say that nobody wished his royal house could just disappear into thin air. But once that exact thing happened, it turned out nobody was ready for it. Poof, all over the country, every member of the royal house disappeared without a trace. Nobody knows what happened. It's a mystery. But a mystery pregnant with the opportunity for everyone. How are things here? I don't want to boast, but things have been going well in recent years. Trade prospered, the population grows, and the citizens are happy. Although recently, especially after the disappearance of the House Regarvia, more and more troublemakers have been appearing. People are talking about the most shocking, but those sorts of rumors aren't worth your attention. Please wait a moment, your young barony will need resources to establish itself, and from what I've been told, you are somewhat in need of financial assistance. Organize and supply everything you need for the construction. Spread out the cost on an extremely favorable term. I could immediately procure, let's say, 500 cartloads of building supplies. I'm sure that would give you a good start. In exchange, I would ask a small favor. Until you repay your debt in full, you simply assume the obligation of contracting building services to Restov's builders. You have a deal? Yeah, okay. Then it is a deal. I'll get everything in order right away and schedule delivery immediately. Nice meeting. Feeling is mutual, I assure you. I look forward to hearing more of your dazzling successes soon. So he's like a normal noble. Nothing special, but not terrible either. Hannes Drelov is kind of a dick. Alright, I guess we're done. Yeah, okay. ASC is going to settle in the capital and ask the Baron to visit her to discuss the details of a future expedition and artifact. with the guests, gave me more information.
So, how do you like our little gathering? I hope you've made some useful connections. Shall we move on to the official proceedings?
Before we begin, I'd like to talk about the envoy I will be taking with me.
My apprentice, Cassil Aldori, will go with you, won't he?
Yeah.
Whatever you choose, I won't argue. But you must choose your inner circle with the utmost care.
Yeah, honestly, he's the least shady, other than the fact that you were like, you're taking this guy. I definitely don't want that lady's, old crone she wants to load onto me. And Lander is, like, ridiculously suspicious. Alright, I'm ready.
Excellent. Stand here. Lords and ladies, today we are here to honor 3 brave people who have done the impossible. They've tamed the stolen lands. Baron Hannes Drelev, the new master of Glenabon, Captain Maegor Varn, the conqueror of Dunsword, and finally, the tamer of the Shrike Hills, who put an end to the atrocities of the Stag Lord's bandits. Step forward.
That's me!
On behalf of the people of the free city of Restov, I confer upon you this noble title. Rise, your grace.
I'm so fancy.
Victory. The Stag Lord's dead, and the capital of the new barony has been built in place of his fort. That was how the long and challenging taming of the stolen lands began.
Welcome, Your Grace. Keston salutes you. He's a bit anxious and seems he's rehearsed his speech many times. Let me once again congratulate you on your victory and your new title. Later, Lady Jamonti transferred me here. I am at your disposal. I'm not one to bestow honors, but I want you to know I'm glad to serve. I'm here to welcome you on behalf of your new capital's citizens. Stacklord's former stronghold will soon be a thriving city. Word travels fast. First settlers have already arrived, with new ones approaching. While you were visiting Restov, much has been done here. Your benefactors, the Aldori, invested a great deal of resources in building the city. Stand ready to answer your questions and show you around to the most important sites. Where can I get a drink? Where are my companions? They're all around here somewhere, but I never kept an eye on who went exactly where. Well, I assume Tristian is with Jod. You can always find Lindsay. Just follow the noise and turmoil. I guess that's fair. Are there any citizens I should know? Our old acquaintance Jod is here. Erastel's clerics normally don't like cities much, but also the emissary from Brevoy is here, waiting for you in the throne room. There's also a curious matter. An elf has paid us a visit, a blind elf, Desna, who only knows how he managed to get here. He seems peaceful, even a pleasant fellow, though naturally a little odd, so I let him stay a while. It's up to you to decide what to do with him. That's about it, I guess. What's the mood of the people? I must admit, I've never seen anything like this my whole life. A city, a whole barony born right in front of our eyes. The people sense the moment, and today we're feeling proud. As a rule, I'm not too cheerful or chatty, but normally feel out of place among all the rejoicing. But today, it's just one of those days. Where can I get a drink? I'll make sure to show you. The moment we entered the city, the tavern was the first business that opened. Of course it was. Building a city is thirsty work, and I beg your forgiveness for my behavior during your reception. I drank a little too much. It is a day for celebration. I'll look around. I'm I'm ready to look around. Let's go. Okay, to the right of the square is the tavern. Just random guards, right? Oh, it won't tell me. It's tall as a mountain, and I'm a dwarf. I'm like 4 feet tall. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to your... Wait, let me read what he says here. Now that we've reached the main chambers, this is the throne room where you'll hold court and receive visitors. Let me draw your attention to this large map depicting your barony and surroundings. We'll mark all the important scout reports and other news worthy of your grace's attention. Tucks his thumb into his belt and stands quietly. Okay, you're about to make an unyielding stolen lands a prosperous kingdom. There's a long and arduous road ahead of you. You and your advisors are going to deal with matters of national importance, found and build up settlements, seize and develop new regions, solve pressing problems, take advantage of good opportunities. The prosperous governor will be handsomely rewarded with support and donations from subjects, promising alliances from other states, wealth for their treasury, and many other things. Good luck. I like how it's like, you're going to make a lot of important decisions. Good luck. Like, that's it. Don't give me any hints. Just tell me good luck. Greetings, Your Grace. It was a pleasure to meet you at the rest off reception. On behalf of your allies and benefactors, the Aldori Sword Lords, I'd like to offer you some advice. Wait, barony effects. Community +6, loyalty +6, military +3, economy +3, divine +3, arcane +3, ability +3. New event, trade agreement with Sertova, agreement with Yosef Selamas. Izvanki's offer, pillage the Temple of the Elk, rebuild the Temple of research into the nature of curses, Davik metal. For you. There's a lot to do already. Okay, You can solve most of your barony's problems by granting appointments to the right people, responsible people, but certain state business will demand your personal attention. As with all visits, as will the visits of especially important guests. Reports of such outstanding events will be marked on your map. You can always check it while you're considering your plans. Great event. You may change the difficulty level of your barony at any time or set it to automatic. Set it to automatic, you won't have to deal with most government decisions taken care of automatically. Barony will never fail. However, this will also prevent you from unlocking any governance-related achievements. So I guess if like my barony starts snowballing out of control into utter failure, I can just set it to automatic and at least succeed again. According to the ancient traditions of Brevoy and most of the River Kingdoms, rulers address affairs of state, receive visitors at the beginning of the month. My advice to you is to maintain this tradition and regularly visit your capital when first thing you should do as ruler is assign loyal people to all the important positions for barony. Your clerics, John and Tristan, were the first to seek an audience. I won't distract you further and I'll consider. Once again, my congratulations. May your rule be long and... Hey, it's Jod. Your Grace, allow me to congratulate you on receiving the title of Baron. I am confident that you will bring order to these troubled lands. God stumbled slightly, though to be honest, it isn't exactly what I wanted to speak to you. Christian and I have been talking a great deal about what happened at the Temple of the Elk. It doesn't all make sense to us. But one thing is clear, there's a powerful curse at work. It corrupted the very essence of that sacred place, steeping it with putrescence. Ugh, I am disgusted with whoever could have done this. God exhales loudly, catching his breath. Yeah, me too, bro. And now there's a new woe. Tristan and I believe the curse did not simply disperse of its own accord. There is a place near the capital, rumored by the locals to be cursed. Tristan and I visited this dreadful place, and we felt the same putrescence as the Temple of the Elk. What is this place? Where is it? Bald hilltop, not far from here to the north of the capital. Its crown is entirely barren of life. The locals believe the rituals glorifying the dark gods were held there back in ancient. No longer any trace of such ritual. The air around the hilltop is heavy to the point of stifling. Places like a rotting wound, closed but not healed. And this wound will undoubtedly open again. Tristan and I felt something approaching, something ominous. The curse will soon return to plague us once more. I swear by arrest. Go there as soon as I'm able. Be happy to accompany you, but I would not expect to see anything new there at the... I agree with Tristan. We have been to this hilltop. It's barren, but filled with a dense atmosphere of unease. What would you suggest? The curse will grow in strength, and we predict it will reach the peak of its strength in about 1 month. That's when we should visit the hilltop. Okay. So another counter. For now, we can only wait and prepare. Beg your pardon, Your Grace, for interfering with you getting the grasp of your barony. I'm sure you have even more pressing matters.
March, march. All I do is march.
Okay. The barony has 10 basic tasks. 10 basic tasks. Each supervised by an advisor. There are as follows: population, loyalty, military, economy, divine, relations, stability, magic, culture, and espionage. Stats increase if your governance is successful and decrease if events don't end well or other negative factors are placed in. Don't let your barony drop to 0 or lower. This will cause your subjects to riot and your state will begin to crumble. Stat has certain milestones or ranks within them. Every 20 points in a stat, it will increase your rank. Rank 1 unlocks a corresponding advisor position for that stat. Further deployment of the stat and upgrades... further development of the stat and upgrades to its ranks will be possible only if you have an advisor in a rank. Governing your Barry will require one advisor for each stat. You may appoint your companions as well as some of the Stolen Land citizens to these advisors. Each of the 10 positions has at least 3 characters who are qualified to hold it. Not all of these characters will be willing to serve you right away. Some of them will need to be convinced. Appointing others will require completing an assignment for them or rendering them some other service. Each advisor acts of their own ideology. They have their own opinions on everything that happens in your life. Therefore, you may want to select characters whose governance philosophy is your own. Open the Advisor tab on the right side of the screen, click an empty slot, and select to appoint them as advisor. Every barony stat gains a bonus from a specific ability of the appointed advisor. The exact size of the bonus is indicated at the upper right corner of the advisor's card. Only advisors may address the problems, opportunities, and sudden events that occur in your domain require immediate attention. Don't leave the position vacant. Name of your barony cannot be changed later in the in Savenia? I don't even know what that is. I'm sure there's a mod that allows you to change this later, but... Oh, N7. Oh. I got you. Mindyville. Hey, what's up, Two Talon? Mindyville. That's so dumb. Oh man, I hate when they do this. They're like, name your place. This can't be changed later. Do it now. Like if it was like you have a week for this. Ville is more the name of a city. Yeah, this is the name of the entire... Essentially, this is the name of the kingdom. Not the capital. Oh, click on... yeah. I guess we'll leave it the Stolen Lands for now. If I play this again, I may come up with a better name, or if there's a mod out there that lets me change it, and I think it's a better one. We'll just stick with Stolen Lands. Fine. Does not bother me. Outskirts. North Gnarl Marches. Southern Gnarl Marches. Dire Gnarl Marches. Oh my lord. I thought the map was big. Keeps going. There's Patox. Glenabon. Thousand. Is there a way to like zoom out the map? This is way too... Is this all playable? I'm assuming all the areas that like highlight, like South Gnarl Marches, Dire Gnarl Marches, Patox. This one, I'm assuming you can go to all of these places where they glow. I'm roughly in the center. I'm a lamp. Mine is just the Shrike. I guess the outskirts, since it's highlighted, it's probably like area. We have Silver Step. Ores of Lebanese. Dunsword. Barnhold. Barnhold is where Restov is. Good lord. Oh, lord. Huskdale is the... Okay, I can change the name. The name of the settlement can be changed later. Okay. That's the capital. Advisor. What do we have here? Regent ensures subjects' complaints and concerns are heard by their ruler and serves as a link between the Baron and the people. Use an advisor to fill this position. Advisors will act accordingly to their position in the government. Avia and Valerie. General. No candidates available for treasurer. Divine High Priest. He's hot-headed and direct. He prefers the direct approach. He strives to help those in need. Tend to prefer to help those in need. And he's the only option. I can change these later, right? Always strives to solve problems peacefully. Strives to follow the letter of the law. Without disrupting local tradition. So the plus is like beneficial. Divine statistic reflects the barony's piety, support of religious works in the region. Statistic is governed by the high priest or so you kind of want to balance the higher number with how they react. I would guess. He's the only option here, but he's also +5, so that's good. Go with harem. Unusual but effective. That's fine. Just a 2. Sucks. Let's put Valerie in that position. Ensures, the regent ensures subjects' complaints and concerns are heard by the ruler. She'll be, like, reporting to me. What the hell is that? Guys, that's Jathel? That's the dude, the guy who's been shot down by his noble house. I have no idea who that is. I don't think I've ever seen that person. Oh, this is like, this person can be in this role, this person can be in this role. Region. Claim the outskirts. Declare the outskirts as part of my kingdom. Sure, if I do that, I will then have to go attack something. Economy. Oh my lord, what is this? Projects. Total of 6. Okay. Events. Rank up, training, others. Okay, research into the nature of curses Davik and Nettle. Now that the undead engineer's curse has been lifted, it might be prudent to study it more and be prepared next time. Requires 45 days to resolve and 50 BP. I have 450 BP and I'm making 32 per week. The Lord Mayor of Rostov has offered 500 in financial assistance in exchange for your promise to work exclusively with Rostov's building guild. General offer, but who knows what consequence. Is that what an X mean? Is there's no advisors for it? Our merchants will receive the right to establish a sizable trading post in the heart of New Stevston. City of the barony gains +5 per week, +2 per town, +1 per village. Project costs 1500 BP. Good lord. Is that what the X means? Oh, it just requires 700 days, or 7 days. 700 days. Prevents pillaging the temple. 100 BP. Let's... put him in charge of that. We'll rebuild the Temple of the Elk. Arastel, okay. Curses. I have to wait for that to complete before I can do another one, because this is the only guy who's willing to do it. Oh, because it's treasury based and we have no. That's... oh, what did I just do? How do I go back to that? Yep. Nope. Oh. You may claim new regions to expand your territory. Open the Regions tab on the right side of the screen and select the relevant project at the bottom of the screen. Claiming a region will allow you to significantly increase your barony stats and found settlements in the lands. Here's what you must do to claim the new region. Meet special regional conditions, that is, complete a quest or reach a certain rank in one of the steps. Select sufficient BP for the claim. Find an unoccupied advisor who can take charge of the claim. As soon as you start the kingdom projects to claim, time will automatically speed up for the next 14 days. Time it takes for you and your advisors to claim the region. After the new region is claimed and annexed into your domain boundaries, the state will change, and you will receive all bonuses granted by the claimed region. But this is like a quest. I need to do this. Clear the outskirts as part of your kingdom. Advisors will act accordingly. Use an advisor to handle the event. Advisors will act accordingly to their position in government. With region. Let Valerie do that. Clear the outskirts as part of your kingdom. Your barony is expanded and now includes the outskirts. Okay. One of your barony stats has reached 20 points. It's time for you to increase its rank. First, meet with your advisor. Alright, sound effects. First, meet with your advisor and discuss the future of the state. To do so, select your capital and click on the button for the appropriate event card in the throne room. Whatever choices you make, remember your advisors may disapprove. If the current advisor decides to argue with you too much, they will quit ever. After you talk to an advisor and make a decision, a new kingdom project will become available that will increase the stat rank. You can find it at the bottom center of the screen of the project. It will take you and your advisors 14 days to complete this project. It will automatically be sped up until the project. We've already founded the only available settlement in this Dusk State. Oh, Oleg's trading post is there. What? Alright, I'm sorry. What am I doing? Events. Lord. An advisor wants to discuss an urgent matter that concerns the barony's future. Harem seems to be worried and wants to discuss it. Talk to Harem. You need to talk to one of your advisors to address important matters in your barony. To do that, you must close the barony management screen and get back to the... Oh, yikes. Christian lowers his head. Greetings, Baron. I am sorry to take you away from your affairs, but your people need you. When the stolen lands were freed from the Stag Lord, the people sighed in relief, but many are still confused by their swift change of fortune. Truth be told, they simply don't know what to think of their new Baron, nor what to expect of you. Will you be a fair ruler to all, or only for those of wealth and status? Let us reassure the people. Show them where your favor truly rests. Perhaps a small celebration would help win them over. Of course, you could spend the same amount of time on a luxurious dinner for the wealthiest of your barony, but I recommend organizing a fair for the common people, the ones upon whose shoulders your power truly rests. Hold a fair for the common people. I want them to know that I hold them closest to my hearts. Community 2, Culture 2. Economy and Relations, 20 BP. Let's do that one. We will hold a common celebration where everyone will be welcome, including the poor and downtrodden. This is the greatest gift a ruler can give to his people. Aram looks embarrassed. He runs his fingers through his beard and clears his throat a few times. I heard, not that it is important, but well, I heard that an ancient trade road built by the dwarves of the Five Kings Mountain runs through these lands. I don't know what happened to them or where they went. Unforgiving time spares no one, but the road itself is still here, and possibly not the only road. Aram holds his beard in his fist. Well, Thorgrim, I have a request. If you find any dwarven ruins in the area, I would like to see them with my own. Okay. Write this stuff down, because the game is not going to remind me. You realize I'm a dwarf too, right, Aram? Why do you ask this? I shouldn't, probably, but it's like a wound that's never healed. You know it will only hurt more, but if you need to scratch it, but you still need to scratch it. Of course, it's foolishly vain, but I still wish to look at them. Of course, if I find any dwarven ruins, I'll take you to them. Thank you. More, okay. Your Grace, I was at Oleg's trading post recently, and I noticed old Bakken just standing there, bored to death with nothing to do. Most unfortunate. After all, the old grumbler is a very knowledgeable alchemist. However, he has no use for his. Since the locals need nothing more than the simplest of healing them. And then it struck me, why don't you hire him as your court alchemist? His decoctions and tinctures would certainly prove most useful. Also, it might be cheaper than simply buying from him or some other merchant. Access the berry man. Okay, stand both. Click on the table. Start the rank up project. The advisor and the barony will spend 14 days on a special project to increase the rank of a respective stat. You can find one such project under the projects tab. Assign an advisor to start the project to increase the rank of the stat. Okay, this was a success. Okay, so I finished that. The advisor is. I finished that one. Rank up. Spend 2 weeks resolving the loyalty of the citizens. Hold on. News has arrived from the largest observatory of the Five Kings Mountains. The enchanted lens of their main telescope broke. The destruction of such a powerful artifact caused a gust of enchanted wind, now moving towards the region of your barony. Seize this opportunity. He's doing that. Crap. Well, I can't do anything about it now. Spend 2 weeks resolving the loyal citizens. Okay. Merchants in the capital. News has arrived from the largest observatory in the Five King Mountains, the enchanted lens of their main telescope. Yeah, no, I read that. Rumors surrounding Bald Hilltop proved true. The barony has been flooded with monstrous spiders attacking the locals and slaughtering cattle. Reports indicate the huge arachnids spread a ghastly disease that weakens the victim with coats their body with blisters. Invasion has to be stopped before panic and infection reign. Let's send requires 1 day to resolve. I don't know what this DC means. 15 to 20 DC of what?